This video shows an auditor undertaking an IATF 16949 remote audit at a certified client focused on the product design process. Watch this video and see whether you think the auditor undertook this audit effectively.
Good morning. I'm here to audit the product design process. I'm going to be looking to review a project that has been initiated since the last on-site audit. Can you just give a quick introduction to yourself, please?
Sure. I'm the design manager. We have 8 active projects at the moment. 3 of those are with IATF OEMs and 5 with other vehicle manufacturers. Keeping all of the projects going now is a significant challenge with the COVID disruption.
Yeah, I completely understand that. So can you just pick a project for me then, ideally one that is close to completion from a sort of product design perspective?
Yeah, if it's okay for you, I'll use the one for Honda. They require IATF compliance. I'm not the project manager, but I have got all of the relevant information downloaded already.
Okay, that sounds fine. Can you show me the project plan? Are you able to share that?
Sure, just a minute.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, let me just have a look and familiarise myself with it. I see there's been some slippage. Can you explain the reason why, just looking at the sort of reds and the greens?
Yes, we were waiting for some design inputs from the customer to finalise the design. This caused the delay.
Okay, that kind of sounds understandable in these times. So have you not yet delivered the prototypes that I'm seeing on the plan? It looks like they were due a couple of weeks ago.
No, not yet. We're still working on the design. We now estimate that we'll be able to deliver the prototypes in about 3 weeks' time.
Okay, understood. So that's it's going to be a 5-week delay. I'm not going to write this as an issue in this case, factoring in this sort of awful situation we're in with COVID. But have you communicated this to the customer?
No. But I think they understand our situation.
Okay, all right. Let's move on. Can you show me the design input requirements that are defined in clause number 8.3.3.1, product design input? Now, ideally, I'd like you to present those to me in the order that they are defined in that clause, so A through to H. This will make it a lot easier for me to record the evidence that I need to record in the audit report.
We don't organise our records in that way. I'll call the project manager and see if he can join us. He may be able to help. Maybe we can take a 5-minute break while I try to arrange that.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely fine. No problem.
In this remote audit, the auditor made some fundamental mistakes. Firstly, they let the client select the design project to audit. Secondly, they did not give any priority to the IATF OEM member projects as required by the IATF rules. In auditing the project, although it was apparent there had been slippage in the project, the auditor did not identify any nonconformity, that there had not been effective communication with the customer related to a delay in supplying the prototypes, stating it was only a 5-week delay. While obviously COVID-19 has caused many organizations issues in meeting customer requirements, this alone is not a valid excuse. At a minimum, there should have been effective communication with the customer and, if required, formal changes in the relevant project milestones. Even though this audit was done remotely, the following should be applied. Auditors should select the samples to audit based upon the information collected during the audit planning activity. Do not let the client select the samples to be audited. COVID-19 is not an excuse for not effectively communicating with a customer, particularly in this case on project delays. And finally, IATF 16949 audits should not be undertaken using a clause-by-clause approach. The audit should use the automotive process approach to focus on the areas of the highest risk, taking into account any customer requirements and taking into account internal requirements.